What's up guys, it's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Buildit video, and today we're going to talk about the contest of mayors and what you should do if you're taking a break from the contest competitively, or if you are in a lower league and you haven't quite hit mega, what you should and should not do. Alright, so when you are level 24, you will unlock epic projects. If you are still experiencing issues with your epics, if you are not able to do an epic project, I have videos that have been able to fix about 98% of people's epic problems. So if you are somebody who's not able to start them, go check out those videos. Also, many of you guys will comment on my videos and ask like, hey, you know, what do I do for this, or what about that, or whatever. I have videos on every single subject. So all you have to do is click on my channel and click on the playlist section and then locate whatever topic it is you're looking for. If you're looking for how to make money, I've got a whole list of videos on that. If you are still experiencing the epic project glitch, there's several different things that you can try, like the Santa shop. Try storing that. Try to get the notifications going. Don't just give up, contact EA, and just assume it's just, you know, never going to fix itself. You have to look into it and do it yourself, because they basically are of no help at all. Okay, so you have decided that maybe it's time for you to take a little break from the contest. Maybe you want to start designing your city. Maybe you are just frustrated with it and you just need a little bit of a break. But what is a break from the contest? Because you're not taking a break 100%, right? You're only taking a partial break. You don't want to have it, you know, taking up every day, all day, and be like super into it. But you still want to, you know, get the group chest and unlock the pass. What things can you do that would benefit you or not benefit you? Well, first off, there are limited tasks. Now, limited tasks, what that means is once you have used them up, you cannot do them anymore. Okay? When you first get to the point where you're playing CoM competitively, let's say you've restarted your city, your old city, you restarted, you made a new city, you're following the Missy's Building Guide. You're in the lower leagues, there are certain tasks that you would never touch. Now, most people are not level 24 when they work their way up the leaderboard. If you are, then you would not do your epics, okay? Here's what a lot of people are doing. A lot of people are blowing through their epic projects, not thinking at all. Like, first off, you never want to do epic projects unless it is during the contest of mayors. The reason for this, and that what I say, when I say that, I mean people that are camping. When you are camping, you are unable to level up, okay? So once you run out of houses to convert into epic projects, you are faced with a dilemma. You either have to level up, and that way you can continue to do your epic assignments, or you have to camp, and you will still receive that task in your list. You cannot convert homes with clip trays on them. So you will, at level 24, you will end up with a few clip trays on your map that say things like, you know, build this, which is in the landmark category, which you don't unlock until level 30. And then you've got a couple more. So you should end up with about 3 houses that you cannot convert into an epic project. Now, if you are at the... Okay, so the way it's written, the way the Missy's Building Guide is written, is you level up by... Even if you're speed leveling, you are perfectly safe to go up to level 24. You're going to work your way up the leaderboard by doing quick, fast, easy points such as coins, repair, launch VU, production, all that kind of stuff. Okay? You will not do things such as beach, mountain, war upgrade, epic project. Those types of, or airport, those types of tasks cost resources, whether they cost cash or whether they're limited. Now, land is an exception to this because land is always in your list. It's always worth 2,000 points, and it's very difficult to just have an obscene amount of dozer at all times. It's very important that you get the land unlocked in the lower leagues. But what people have been doing is they have been looking at the Missy's Building Guide and doing the beach and the mountain at low level. Or they've been, let's say, doing the war card upgrades when they shouldn't. So, for example, when you get to the Mega League, there are a couple of things. The first, I want to say about month. The first month or so when you play in Mega is the most critical, okay? This is when you have, one, a full experience bar from level 24 just before level 25. You're able to utilize that extra experience before hitting level 25. You would stop, right? So you're able to utilize that by doing your regular residential upgrades. Then you have the beach and the mountain, which are 2,500 point tasks. They're easy to get done, and they just overall give you a really nice average. They're quick, they're fast, they're easy, you know what I mean? Like, they're all good to go. Then you have epic projects, which usually those come in, you know, usually you get about 3 of those tasks. If you have them in your task list with a low points value, most of the time you would not do them unless you're in rotation and you have no other option. But if you have them in your task worth a high value, great, good to go. You want to save your epics as much as you can. So what you're going to do is, let's say that you have an epic project that's for 2,400. That's 60 points. You're going to do the 60 points and you're going to stop. You're going to wait and see if you get another epic task. Then you will proceed on. Then you're going to stop, wait, see if you get another epic task until you're done completely. But you want to allow yourself enough time to finish the epic so that if you don't get another task, that you're able to finish with gold. Okay, so what do you not want to do? What ends up happening is people take a break, or they're in the lower leagues, and they burn through all of their limited assignments. For instance, if you have a hacker in your league, or if you're playing CoM non-competitively and you're just looking to add points for the pass, the last thing that you want to be doing is doing any beach, mountain, war upgrade cards, or epic projects. That is because once you've used those up, that's it. There is no more. You know, like, you're stuck and you're screwed. Now, the war card one is extremely important. If you guys know you have no chance at winning, or if you're only doing it for the pass, do not waste your war card upgrades. Because even though you can upgrade your war cards quite a bit, the problem is they become very expensive. You're not going to want to drop 200 gold keys to upgrade one freaking war card, okay? So once you burn through them all, you're going to be sitting there going, wow, wish I hadn't done that. If you're somebody who is playing for the pass only, if you're taking a break from the contest and you get a, let's say, a 3K war card task, cancel it. There's no reason why you should be burning through your very valuable war cards and keys. Now, if you get an epic project task and you're, like I said, and you're working non-competitively, or if you're in the lower leagues, do not do them. Okay? You're just going for quick, fast points. You can finish the pass just fine. Just fine with, what do you need, 75K a week to finish the pass, something like that? You can do that without having to spend any tickets, without having to do any epic tasks, war card, beach, mountain, any of that stuff. Now, another thing that I noticed is people were doing epic projects when the Contest to Mayors was not running. That is another big mistake. Do not do that. Okay? What you want to do is you want to take that time. Like, let's say, okay, for example, let's say that you just hit level 24. You just got to Mega. You're pretty certain you do not have a hacker in your league. This is an all-in deal. This is like, I'm doing my beach, my mountain, my war card upgrades, my everything. If I think I have a shot at winning, I'm not going to dink around and be greedy with my tickets. I'm going to use all 15 tickets. I'm going to secure my placement. I'm not going to sit there and think, oh, I'm only 40K above everybody. There's no possible way they could bump me down over 8 hours. 40K in 8 hours is super easy to do. Okay, so don't just automatically assume that you're going to win. You secure your placement, you're all in. You bank in, you get those easy couple victories, and then it's going to start to get more and more challenging for you. As you start to max out your beach, your mountain, your epics, it's going to get more and more challenging to win. And then at some point, you're going to be in a position where you really have no choice but to level up. Now, if you end up dinking around, being greedy with your tickets, burning through all your very limited assignments early on, then by the time you go to want to win, you're going to be forced to level up, right? So these are not... The point is you need to understand the value of your tasks and your options here. You know, you don't want to burn through your really valuable stuff with a hacker in your league, right? So, for example, like right now, if you're not playing CoM competitively, if I'm not playing CoM competitively and I'm a level 24 player and I plan to play competitively later, I'm going to utilize this time to benefit later. I'm going to be getting as many war cards stacked up as I can. I'm not going to be doing any of my war card upgrades. I'm going to get as much coin stacked up as I can so that when I go back to doing my epics that I have that available. I'm not going to burn through any of my beach or my mountain. I'm going to get as much land unlocked as possible. Okay? And I'm going to do the best that I can to learn how the Contest of Mayors works. Take this time to save your tickets, stack your war cards, stack your coins, and that way when you go back to playing CoM competitively, you can do all of these tasks. If you end up in a position where you've burnt through everything and you haven't even had any victories, then you're screwed. You see what I'm saying? So, for example, like CPT, he was at a position where he's won the Contest of Mayors so many times. He's gotten all of his maxes. He's all of his homes are converted into gold epics, beach, mountain, all that stuff. Everything's done. So about all he's left with to do is airport and production, and then he's got the VU tasks. Well, and then of course you have the non-premiums such as like the monster and things like that. That's the other thing. A lot of people are not banking in on that. If you're a low-level player, that's another good way for you to earn those war cards and unlock that VU pass to attack the damn monster. Only do the assignment quick, fast, easy points. If you're going for, let's say, just the pass, that changes things. You don't want to play the Contest of Mayors as you would if you were playing competitive. It's a whole different ballpark. You know, you're going to be doing things like production. You're not going to be doing airport. You're not going to be doing war card, beach, mountain. You're not going to do any shipments, cargo, anything like that. Anything that costs any kind of cash. Basically, it's just coins, production. You can do some VU, repair, monster, you can do that even if it's at 1500 if you're playing non-competitively, of course. So as long as you're scoring about 80,000 roughly, you should be just fine. Okay? And then you got to remember you have double points week as well. So you really don't have any reason whatsoever to utilize any of your good stuff and tickets. Stack your tickets. Do not use your tickets. And then, you know, you also have to make a choice. You can't be like, oh, I'm playing CoM non-competitively, but midway through the contest, I decided I'm going to go all in. Don't do that, because it's just, it doesn't work well, okay? You're either all in or you're not all in. Otherwise, you're like, oh, shit, I shouldn't have done that. Now I burnt through all my stuff again. Now, hopefully this helps you guys, because like I said, I hate seeing people be like, well, yeah, I did like 6 epics this week. It's like, what? You kidding me? Why? Oh, well, you know, I just was having a happy day, just decided to keep going and getting them done. It's like, no. No, 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 no. Once you're at the point where you can level up freely, then great. Do them all damn day, I don't care. But right now, you're just burning through very valuable stuff, okay? As you start to progress through and you start marking things off the list, they don't just go away from your list. A lot of these things are going to be in your list, but you're not going to be able to do them. And that means that you either have to work around them or cancel them. And we both know how well that works. That means it's either blocking something or knocking down your points. So either way, it's not good for you, right? So definitely you want to bank in when you can. Okay, so let's get a couple more things talked about here and then we'll be done. So one of the things is balancing war and the contest. War and the contest are, you got to decide which one you're going to do, okay? If you're going to try to do both, then you better be somebody who plays a lot. And you got to have some knowledge of what the hell you're doing, because war is extremely expensive, okay? Especially for high-level players. You are basically taking, it doesn't matter which way you go about it, whether you are doing deliveries, whether you're doing repair, whether you're buying the war items, whatever the case may be, you are blowing up your money. And your money is being turned into war stuff to blow up more war stuff. What are you benefiting aside from war items? Okay, so if you look at what you put into war and what you get out of war, the only thing that you get back as a reward that is not war related would be the cash and the platinum keys. You get 5 platinum keys for a victory and 60 cash in A6. That isn't anything. Okay, so all this of what you're putting in, and that's what you gain back that is not war related. Now, that's a shitty deal. If you really like war in terms of entertainment, then great, fine, whatever. But so many people have no idea how much coin they are blowing up because they don't see, like, it's not like, okay, you start with $100 and you ended with $20. It's not that simple, right? You're taking items and you're turning them into war items. You're taking those war items and you're turning them into points, which you're getting more war crap back with. So you basically took, think of it like this. You took, let's say, 5,000 regular items and like 300,000 coins is what they were worth. And you turned them into, let's say, $20,000 in war items, which you blew up for a couple war items in return. That's what it really comes down to. I mean, it's really that bad. And when you start to add up, like, how many deliveries you've done, how many items you've donated, it's a complete ripoff. So if you're doing war in terms of efficiency or to benefit, you are benefiting absolutely nothing. Okay, let's say that you would go and do a war delivery. Add up the cost of all the items donated. And then say, okay, let's say you donated $3,000 in items and you got 1 plunger. You got one $1,000 item, which you then went to the war map and you had to, you don't just use 1 item, okay? You blow it up, which you then get points, and you're lucky if you get like 5 common war cards or like 1 of each item, right? So what you got to take into consideration how much of your game you're really donating into this. It's really, really bad. I mean, if you had any clue at all how much you spent on war, you would probably not play. I mean, if you were intelligent, that is. Now, if you really enjoy the actual playing of war, then I can understand why it would be worth it to you. But if you're doing it just to like please the club that you're in or just because, stop doing it. You'll be surprised how much money you end up having. And that's for low-level players. Imagine being a high-level player and having to donate like 3 bread rolls, 2 gnomes, and a lawnmower. I mean, it's like $20,000 or more in shit. It's a joke, an absolute joke. Then on top of that, you only get half of the VU pass, unless you pay for it. And then you got to pay for each and every tier. I mean, it's the only reason that I even do war in my group is for the people to benefit. And they only benefit because of its participation in the contest. If it was not contest related, it would not be worth it. They're doing their war assignments because they're getting 2,000 cash from Mega, from the contest, right? Otherwise, it would be a complete ripoff. I mean, think about it this way, you guys. A lot of you guys are winning the contest mayors each and every week. Imagine if you never won. How much would you be willing to put in? You probably wouldn't be wanting to do much of it, huh? So, if you're somebody who is trying to figure out, you know, how to balance war and the contest and you're always broke or whatever, you need to ask yourself why you're playing war and if it's worth it to you. You know, if you're somebody who's playing it strictly because it's just like required, you know, for the club that you're in, but you don't really enjoy it, I would find a different club. Find a club that better suits your needs, because having to participate in something that just doesn't benefit you is not ideal. It's really not. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, get this uploaded. Hopefully this helps you guys. For those of you who have not already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys are on Reddit or Facebook groups or whatever and you see people asking for help, you can always refer my videos. If you click the share button and on the, okay, so like if you're looking at the video, you'll see a little share button. Click that and then it'll have a little clip tray thing. It'll say copy link. You can link my videos to people, and that way the channel gets more known and I can help more people. All right. Good luck.